G'day, that's Slot Car Guy here, and welcome back to another slot car video. And today it's Revell's turn with the incredible Red Lobster limited edition car, and this is from Armchair's personal collection. So stick around and let's check out the Red Lobster by Revell. So welcome back to another video, and yes, I do have a really cool Revell slot car to show. It is limited edition, one of 3,000, and this did come from Armchair Racer's personal collection. So thank you guys for your continued support, and I cannot wait to show this to everyone at home. Now, this won't go around my track for obvious reasons. It's collectible, it's not mine, but I did want to show what a beautiful Revell car looked like and how they packaged it back in the day. Now, of course, we don't see any Revell cars at the moment, but the merger between Carrera and Revell, I'm hoping will show us some slot cars in the future, but who knows? Let's watch this space. So we'll zoom on in, let's take a look at the box, we'll take a look at the car. I don't think I'll do a teardown because, again, it's not mine, but let's enjoy this beautiful Revell model together. So let's take a close look at the beautiful packaging the 83G March Red Lobster comes in. Now, this is a limited run car, one of 3,000, but the box itself is incredible. A nice off-white, this big lobster drawing or a logo with the red lobster down the bottom. Car 25, if we flip it up, you'll be able to see the side, which shows you the slot car itself. I like that speed red coming off the back. I'm a big fan of box art. The other side is exactly the same, but the detail doesn't stop there. Let's take the slip off. And this is by far one of the nicest collector's boxes I have seen. Take a look at that. Now, that is a drawing of the Red Lobster March 83G. Incredible. I think they've done a really good job. Again, Red Lobster, car 25, cool lobster logo, and there's the beauty right there. But this is where the magic happens, and take a look at that. An absolute stunning slot car. Now, I have loosened it from the base so we can do a full review on it. I'm not familiar with this race car. If you are, please let me know in the comments. But we do have two signatures. The Red Lobster, car 25, some more, the Revell and the monogram logos down the bottom. But another cool feature is the back of the box, or the inside, is a beautiful photo of the car in action. I really, really like that. I think when they put the real car in action on a box, I think it looks really good. But let's take the car off the stand. We'll have a closer look at the livery. Now, I can't find anywhere to tell me what number car this is. If you do know, please hit the comments. But let's soak in all the goodness of this livery and have a bit of a zoom in on it. So let's take a closer look at this stunning livery. It is a big lobster on top. Now, the red on camera is coming out very pinky red. It's not. It is lobster red on the eye when you've got it in your hand, so it's a very dull red, but on camera it looks very pink to me, so it's not that color, unfortunately. We do have an off-white body itself. The off-white, I think, looks really, really good. Now let's focus on some active aero. I'll try and get to the tail of this lobster and show you up and under. There's a massive cutout right there, which is active, so it goes straight through, and I think that for a car that's stamped 2004 is pretty well done. And just in front of that, we do have another air intake. Again, really well done. We've got some gills here on the side. They're proper gills being cut out either side, mirrored. Really, really cool. And again, a car that's stamped 2004. The detail is incredible. Let's go driver's side. Love the deep dish. We've got the chrome look with the mesh gold in the centers. I think that looks really good. And of course, we've got some wheel decals going on just to finish off the realism. Got the Red Lobster down the side. Very basic livery, but it is the Red Lobster car, so there's not much more stickerage going on. Round to the passenger side, which is going to be a mirror image of the driver's side, but just look how well that's finished. And again, 2004, this car was made. Round to the front, beautiful old style splitter. Now, while I'm talking, I will try and get some zoom in shots of all these features, but that looks really good. It's got the bolt notches out in there, which I think for added detail looks really cool. Now, I'm going to try and zoom in on that tow hook. We do have a little red tow hook next to the Mr. Clipper there. Watch my fingers. And then if I turn it around, talk about detail on the bonnet. I'm going to see if I can get this up and under. Right in here is a radiator, and that's going to be very hard to see on camera, and I will try and get some closer footage, but inside that, take my word for it, looks like a radiator. Now, talking about the driver, I'll see if we can go through the front window. We've got a full detailed cockpit interior. Looks really, really good. And again, I'll try and zoom in on that once I get the footage done. Around to the back, and big diffuser. I mean, this is an old school racing car. Big diffuser, and that's about all with this big Red Lobster rear spoiler. But take a look at that. Really well finished car. I think that lobster looks incredible. It's actually lined up really nicely. I know a lot of the old cars were dodgy when they put the print on or they put stickers on or whatever. This is done really well. Let's flip it upside down. We will crack it open and have a look inside because I don't think I'm going to do any damage doing that. But let's have a quick look underneath. We do have a rear magnet. Looks like it's going to be a sidewinder motor, and this is just standard guide and brake, which you're pretty much used to. But let's crack it open, have a quick look inside, and then we'll wrap it up. So I've completed the teardown, 4 screws only, very simple to open up, but as you can see, this is a slot car. Just looking at this chassis, you know it's not brand new, but it is stamped 2004. We do have a sidewinder, which is married to the right rear wheel with the gearing. But around the back, we've got some extra detail that's been slipped in there. This little part slips in, which shows the back of the car. I think that's really well done. A nice little trick they used to do to put extra detail in. And then if we look at the front, there is your front splitter that's been affixed to the front of the car. Really cool, basic, but cool. I think it's really, really good. One thing I do like about this model, the tyres haven't perished over time like many models will once they're sitting so long, but this has been in that box, so I believe it's going to be well looked after. And of course, underneath again, there is the magnet. So very basic. Now, the question probably is, Trav, can I make this digital? Well, you can make most cars digital, but being an older car, this wasn't around when the digital era was available, so you would have to start cutting and shutting and putting whatever chip you want in there, but I wouldn't touch it. I think this is incredible on its own. And let's bring the shell back in, and there it is. Easy tear down, very basic internals, but to me, this is a collector's item stream. So that's a wrap on this Revell Red Lobster review. A stunning collector's car with an equally stunning collector's box. That drawing of the Red Lobster on the inside is some of the best stuff I've ever seen. It's really, really cool. Now, I didn't want to bore you with the motor and the gearing details because it's a collector's car. I didn't really care much about it. And it is quite basic stuff that is fixed to this chassis. But as a collector's car, I think it's stunning. Now, value-wise, I found 2 available at the moment on eBay, and they range from $140 to $180 plus postage. So it's getting up there for an older car, and a limited run being one of 3,000. Well, there's only 3,000 of them. Now, what number is this? I don't know. I couldn't find any certificate or any stamping on the car. So if you do know how to find that, let me know and I'll update the comments later on or what number this one was. But a massive thank you to Armchair Racer who sent this to me from their personal collection, their private collection. So thank you for trusting me on reviewing one of your own cars, and I'd love to see what else you have in that beautiful collection of yours. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube. Here is my email if you want to send me any track builds, car builds, or anything in between so I can share it on our channel and show people what's happening out there in the world of slot cars. But be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao.